Good evening, everybody. I hope that everybody has had a most wonderful holiday, the best that they could. Um, many people struggle through the holidays, myself included. Um, I just wanted to say, through this holiday season and through the experiences I've had in the past year with ketamine and my therapy and my medicine doctor and case managers, I uh, I fail hard during over these holidays. Uh, Last year through summer, I was beginning to learn how to feel again, and I fail. I fail hard, flat on my face, rolled down a thorny hill with rocky crevices. Holidays are always going to be hard. I don't think there's ever going to be a cure or a fix that's going to take away the pain that I feel. But I will grow and I will learn to handle it and to be able to separate it from the present time that it is. Um, I fell hard. This year was probably the worst in 8 because I was learning to feel again. And so there was a lot of emotion for me. Um, Dark thoughts crept back into my head, and I got into a scary place. Um, I want to thank my friends, my family, my therapist, my psychiatrist, because and my ketamine doctor, uh, because they helped me through it. And now that it's over, I am beginning to feel good again. I was afraid that I had lost it forever, but I didn't. So I know next year's going to be tough too. But I've stood back up. I've made a stand again. This world isn't going to win. I am. It's going to be me, the victor, holding the trophy at the end of my life. This picture here is a picture I took of a snowstorm we just had. I love my shaking. But to me, it represents the light at the end of the tunnel that I now see. 1 year ago, it wasn't there. 1 year ago, I would have told you that I didn't believe it possible. 1 year ago, I would never have started an exercise program. Through ketamine treatment and through my other doctors, I have become alive. I do see a light at the end of the tunnel now, and it excites me. There's something there that's just going to be phenomenal. I'm surprised I was able to say that word. Like I said, a year ago, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have bet $1 million against it. 8 years I struggled. It's been many decades I've had problems, but they all didn't come to fore till 8 years ago. Is when I hit rock bottom. And that's when I decided to change. It took 8 years of hard work, depression, sadness, crying, being in the dark, not believing there's a future, finding no reason to do anything. Suicide was an option. I've been there. I've walked out on the middle of I-15 in the middle of the night trying to jump in front of a car. That willful want to disappear, it is real. And I understand it. And I know there are millions that feel it. A year ago, if I watched myself doing this, or if I watched anybody doing this, I would laugh in their face and say, no way. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no such thing. There's no getting better for me. There's no such thing. People that haven't been there do not understand. It is a lifestyle. It's not just a depressive feeling. It becomes a lifestyle where you live it. You live the sadness. You live the darkness. You live the nightmares. You live the anxiety attacks and the panic attacks and the manic depressive. But I can't stress enough, it is possible. You can grow. You can get out of the dark. Go ahead and laugh, because I know I would have a year ago. But this is what I see now. A little speck of light. The snow represents all the trials and the tribulations that I still got to go through. But gosh dang, that's a light. I got goosebumps. Goosebumps. I just want to say, I made it through the holidays. I fell on my face. I rolled down a hill. But I'm getting back up. And after the growth I did last year, because of all my treatments and all the hard work that I put in, I'm feeling better pretty quick and doing it again. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is worth doing something. A friend of mine told me that, and I laughed at him when he told me it. If you get up and make your bed and then just crawl right back into it, you've accomplished something. Whether you just got right back in or not. That is growth. That is a positive. It doesn't happen overnight. And it is not easy. I gave up over the holidays. And I didn't like that feeling, because I've had it so much in my past life. I stood back up. What's the point of getting knocked down? Is so that you can learn to get back up. I'm sorry this is going longer than I thought, but I want to also say, during this dark time, that you know, if you're watching this, that if you're in a dark time, old keys do not open new doors. I know you've heard it before. You keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna get what you got. It ain't easy. It's not easy to grow. I attest to that. You're the hero. You're the warrior. You're fighting a war. You're stronger than Hercules, Alexander the Great. The war you're fighting is real. It's not made up. Just because it's in your head, it's not made up. It's a war. And you're a warrior. Stand and fight. Rise and reign. I wish I could pass on the experience and the feelings that I feel now to everybody out there that is struggling. That's the point of this video. I've been in the dark. Some probably worse than me. Some probably not as worse as me. But everybody's battle is their own. Whether it's through PTSD or whether it's through a food addiction. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Gosh dang, it's been a long 8 years. But goddamn, it's been worth it. I want to say thank you for listening, and I hope that you feel a little bit of the emotion that I extruded here. I hope you have a most wonderful new year. Great gains, great power. You are a warrior. Stand up, rise and reign. Stand up and take control. You got this. You all got this.